Hi everyone, welcome back to DIY True Spirit. I hope that everybody's keeping well and doing absolutely amazing. So today I am going to talk about the signs that your mental health is negatively affecting or impacting your productivity and as well your purpose, ultimately your purpose. The first sign that your mental health is negatively affecting your purpose is when you don't have the passion for the things that you normally have the passion for. You don't have that drive anymore to succeed. You know, it can range from really the most harsh circumstances to literally the smallest circumstances, how it impacts your purpose, how it impacts your productivity. When your mental health just slows you down, it naturally feels like that's just not you anymore. You just can't connect with that person that used to have that drive for the things that you used to be very passionate about. It's just a mention of the things that you want to do in life, the things that you want to accomplish in life, makes you feel as if you are behind, makes you feel as if it's just not working out, and it feels so depressing. There's just so much things that you need to do, but you can't see it. It's just the thought of the things that you want to do. If that depresses you, then you know that is definitely affecting your purpose. And it's time to really evaluate yourself, and it's time to definitely take this thing serious. Okay, so the other sign that your mental health is really negatively affecting your purpose is when you can't think straight. And I don't mean on a regular day when you feel like things just are not going well, so you can't really seem to concentrate and focus. I mean like constantly, when you're constantly just not feeling like doing the things that you normally do. You think more about the things that are negatively impacting your life. You think more about the things that are not going right. A whole bunch of negative thoughts just constantly overpowers your mind, when positivity should be optimizing you and empowering you. You constantly think about the negative things. That is when you know that your mental health is definitely affecting your purpose and your productivity in life. We need to create that safe zone among each other. We need to create that bubble among each other where it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to talk about these things, and it comes over again to the receiving end. When you're sending out this message that things are just not well, and maybe you need somebody to talk to, possibly just ease your mind, and then a lot of persons, instead of being that shoulder to cry on, that it somehow just becomes a rumor. It somehow just adds to the frustration. Notice the difference with people that mean you well, and then be able to confide in those people. I mean, positively uplifting people that can ultimately contribute to your growth. They can contribute to your motivation, your upliftment, instead of taking your problem to be another gossip story and taking your problem to be another rumor. Okay, because at the end of the day, we are all messed up. Everybody's struggling. Everybody's going through something. Nobody's perfect, okay? And some of us might not have problems like, some serious problems, some life-changing situations. But at the end of the day, no matter how small it is, it does breed frustration, and a problem is still a problem, okay? And a problem can, no matter how small it is, a problem can affect your mental health. A lot of persons, they will literally just look at you and wonder why you are overreacting for certain things. Why is that the small thing just making such a great impact on you? But it all comes down to how each person processes things internally, okay? Because everybody is different, so we're not gonna expect that everybody's gonna process the same things the same way. Everybody's gonna accept the same things the same way. We cannot, under no circumstances, think that that's gonna happen, okay? Because we can appreciate that everybody is different. When you really realize that your mental health is affecting your purpose, that it's time to do something about it. I mean, under every circumstances, you're supposed to do something about your mental health, because you cannot function if your mental health is not stable. You'll be the most talented person. You'll be the most brilliant person, the most bright person. But just your mental health just breeds that sense of confusion when things are not going right. It defeats your purpose. It defeats your possibility. It defeats your prospects in life. So it's always good to be able to create that safe zone, to create that bubble where you feel safe. Do the things that you want to do. Do the things that make you happy, that make you feel contented and at peace. It's okay not to be okay, and it's okay to seek ways how to make yourself okay. It's okay to do the things that makes you happy. At the end of the day, you are the one who's going to be living inside your mind. You are the one who's going to be living your own life. So it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It doesn't matter how they see you. No matter how crazy or taboo it seems, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, it's okay to do what makes you happy. You have to choose your own happiness, because when you don't choose your own happiness, somebody else is going to choose for you. Okay, and when you continue to choose other people's happiness, then ultimately you're not gonna be, you're not gonna grow into yourself. You're not gonna know what makes you happy. You're not gonna find your peace. And when you don't find your peace, then it affects your mental health. It affects the way you see things. It affects your mental stability. And when all of that is negatively impacted, then ultimately it's gonna defeat your purpose. You're constantly, note the word constantly, you're constantly just having your melancholy days. You're constantly not feeling right. Certain things are constantly not, you'd rather be alone. And then sometimes, you just don't want to be alone, because when you're alone, thoughts just full of your head, negative thoughts, when you really should be focusing on upliftment, when you really should be focusing on growth. Okay, so those are the things that's the time when you really know that you need to just pull back. You need to pull back and do what makes you happy. Forget about the people that are, they're not doing anything for you, but they affect so much of you. How is it that we allow the people that are not doing anything for us to affect so much of us negatively? If somebody is doing something for you, it does not give them the right to negatively affect you. It does not give them the right to overpower you to the point where you're mentally paralyzed, where you're mentally unstable. It does not give them that right, any at all. And another sign that your mental health is really affecting your purpose is when other people around you can see it. Other people around, I'm not talking about those people who they just, they think very little of you because you're expected to accomplish some things by certain times. No, because ultimately nobody knows when we are supposed to accomplish anything. We ourselves don't know. Our timing are very much divine. Nobody really know what's happening. Sometimes it comes later on in life. Sometimes it comes pretty much earlier on in life. So we can't really dictate our time by anybody else's time. That's nonsense. Okay? So when people around you can see that, based on your talents, based on your gifts, based on the things that you're capable of, then they see that you're not fulfilling your full potential, and sometimes they may highlight these things to you, then you can really just look into that and evaluate yourself, and think if you're real, have a really good think about it. If your mental health is affecting your purpose, it can be other factors that are hindering you. It can be other certain environmental factors or monetary factors, financial factors, whichever, that are really that are negatively impacting your purpose. But at the end of the day, when people can notice this and they see that you have the resources, can manifest what you need to manifest, then but you're not doing it, and then maybe they can say something to you in terms of like what's really happening with you, because a lot of people that are on the outside looking in, they can tell that something's off with you. The good ones that really mean you well, they're gonna bring it to your attention. And when they bring it to our attention, I think it's something that we really need to be receptive of. I think it's something that we really need to take into consideration instead of receiving it negatively, because a lot of people will be receiving that negatively, and it ultimately also depends on how the person says it. Okay, so those are signs that your mental health is really affecting your purpose. And I mean, that is such a critical point, because I noticed this. I noticed that a lot of us are beautiful minds. A lot of us have amazing ideas, brilliant ideas, absolutely magnificent personalities, absolutely great gifts, great talents, but like something's holding us back. Something's holding us back so much that, you know, we just reach to a place in life where some of us really never get the chance to fulfill those purposes. We can't be so talented, we can't be so gifted, we can't be so great, yet so we hold ourselves back because things are not going right. So it's important to take care of your mental health. It's important to put yourself first, to love yourself, to understand yourself, grow into yourself, find yourself. It's okay to find yourself. And you know, people are gonna, once you start thinking about yourself, especially if you're the type of person that normally puts others first and their needs first, like once you start prioritizing yourself, people are gonna look at you differently. People are gonna say you've changed. People are gonna find the most negative things to say about you for just caring about yourself, just throwing away all of that, because at the end of the day, you can't please anybody. There's no way you can please everybody. And if you live to please people, then you're just not going to be happy. You can't live to please people because you're just not going to be happy. And when on the funeral day, everybody comes to your funeral and celebrates your life, you know, you're the only one that's going to be left at the burial ground. So you have to, your life is for you to live. Just like your death is for you to die. Nobody can do it for you. You have to live your life. You have to choose you first. It's okay. Neither our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, our brothers, none of them can live our lives for us. So it's okay to put ourselves first and be happy. They do the things that make them happy, so nothing is wrong. Our friends cannot live our lives for us. So nothing is wrong if you choose your mental health. Nothing is wrong if you choose to be sane. If you choose to live the life that you want. Because when you're happy inside, it exudes outside, because you can function at your utmost. You can function at your best. When you're mentally stable, when you're mentally strong, it breeds resilience. And when you're resilient, then you can get over almost anything, any obstacle. And then you can really just fulfill your purpose. You can live your life in accordance to how it was destined to be. Because you're focused, you're in charge of yourself. It's okay to take charge of your life, take charge of your destiny. It's okay, guys. Okay? It's okay. It's as simple as that. It's no mathematical algebra. It's no calculus. It's as simple as just living your life the way that you want to live your life. Do the things that the way that you want to do. It's about your mental health. It's about your freedom. Okay? You're not in prison. Nobody's holding a knife against your neck, okay? And the people that are in prison, they find peace somehow, a lot of them. You know, so why can't the people outside find peace? Once we are enslaved mentally, once we are locked up inside our minds, then that's gonna be the big problem right there. Once we're locked up inside our minds, that's bigger than physical and physical captivation. That's bigger than that. That's bigger than that. Imagine a man walking outside the street, but he's mentally enslaved. You know, he can't be happy. He can't visualize his life's worth. He can't do the things that he needs to do to take charge of his life and, live in his purpose, live in his dreams, because there are so many things hindering him, and those things are inside his own mind. That is like the biggest form of captivation ever. And that's where the real problem begins. The real problem begins when there's a war in your mind. The real problem begins then. So it's okay. It's okay to put yourself first. It's okay to take charge and recognize the things that are making your mental health dwindle. It's okay to recognize and really evaluate the people around you, the people in your life, the things that they have done, the things that they are doing to make your mental health just shake. It's okay to recognize that and just take charge. And if you have to push them back, you push them back. And the ones that are contributing to your growth, your change, your positivity, then keep them. Keep them and engulf yourself in them. It is okay. It is okay to be around the people that want to see the absolute best of you. They want to see you grow. They don't want to see you under their wing and suffering and struggling and going through. It's okay. It is okay, guys. Okay, so that's my message to you, that it's okay to love yourself and take charge of your mind, take charge of your mental health, take charge of your whole destiny. Okay, just take charge of your purpose. You have to get your mental health under control. If you're going to take charge of your purpose, everything around you could be in place. You could have the best resources possible. But once your mental health is just not working out, then there's going to be a big problem. Okay, so thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. And please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time on DIY Trish Spirit. And please remember to take care of your mental health. Put yourself first. Love yourself. And see you guys next time.